Good morning, YouTube land. I am up at the butt crack of dawn to make a casserole for brunch today. I got my coffee, I got my ingredients. I hard-boiled some eggs last night so that I didn't have to do it this morning. I'm going to go ahead and set my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to turn on my skillet, medium high. And I'm going to peel an onion. And chop the onion, you know. Just going to do some vertical slices here. I think I need to get my knife sharpened. I hate being up so early in the morning, but in order to live in civilized society, that's kind of what you gotta do. I'm typically a night person. I could be up all night, every night, and be just fine. Except that in dealing with other human beings, you kind of have to live by their rules, I guess. Hence, being up so early, because it's my husband's grandmother's birthday today, and our sewing group, yes, I am in a sewing group with my husband's grandmother and aunt, and my mother-in-law. We're having a brunch for her, so, you know, I am more than happy to be up this early to cook for that, because, you know, you do things for the people you love. I've got some bacon here that I thawed overnight. Hold on. I'm going to put that onion in a bowl. And I'm not going to use this whole pack of bacon, just because that would be a lot of bacon for this recipe. Hey dog, hey, get your ass away from my tripod. Are you kidding me? Okay. So I'm going to take about half, put it on the cutting board. Maybe restack it a little, make it a little more vertical. Yeah, I'm going to kind of chop it right down the middle this way, and then go here. You can see me, there you go. Okay, I really need to get this knife sharpened, holy balls. Alright, this skillet feels really hot on my wrist here, so I'm going to turn that down just a bit. Alright, so, got some bacon chopped up. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in this pan here. Bacon. Alright. And I'm taking my non-chewed up spoon to heat up this bacon. And while that's cooking, I'm going to peel my eggs. So, after I boiled these eggs last night, I put them in a bowl with ice water and then stuck them in the fridge. Now they say that if you put baking soda in your water with your eggs, that they'll peel easier. And I also heard if you put salt in, it makes them easier to peel. I know that eggs being a little older, like a little less fresh, makes them a lot easier to peel. I don't know how fresh these eggs are. They're peeling quite nicely, actually. Well, this one is. So I'm going to finish peeling these up. Alright, so I got my eggs peeled. I'm going to give them a little rinse just to get rid of any eggshell bits I might have missed. These aren't quite like, you know, like deviled eggs. You don't have to worry about peeling them quite nicely, but they still look a lot better when they're pretty much solid. And that would be a reminder alarm saying, hey Stacy, don't be sleeping in. So, bacon is close to ready. I think it'll be good once I've chopped up all these eggs. And I've done 8 eggs here. The recipe I used calls for 6, but the last time I made it, 6 just wasn't enough to fill the bottom of my casserole dish. I really liked it the first time I made it, so that's why I'm making it again. And the ladies in my sewing group are interested to try it because I was telling them about it. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to make it for them. I'm gonna spray this guy with my olive oil spray. Okay. And then you put a good layer of this down the bottom here. It says half, so I'm gonna put half. Oh yeah, 8 is way better than 6. 6 barely covered the bottom of this guy. So, that's nice. Okay. So I'm going to take this bacon and put it in a bowl. You know what? I'm going to grab a spoon and take some of these drippings back out. Use that to cook up my onion. Okay, while that's going, I am going to start the sauce. In the saucepan, I am putting 2 text message. Putting 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt, and then I'm going to be adding a little less than 2 tablespoons, maybe 1.5 tablespoons of flour to make a roux. And this is basically a bechamel sauce. Butter, flour, milk, and then I'm going to add some spices and cheese. I'm going to reply to that text. And I'm going to use a whisk to stir this up just because I'm going to be kneading it here anyway with the flour. I'm going to put the lid on these onions, and I want them pretty caramelized for this casserole. Oh, I'm shadowy. Okay. I'm going to grab my flour. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. About, I don't know, half, 3/4, because I've done it before where I put in too much flour and then it's too thick, and then I try to cook it down, it just turns into a big clump, so then by the time I put the milk in it, it's really kind of gross. So we're going to let that cook for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Let it bubble a bit. Okay, that looks really, really brown. I use wheat flour. So, if you use white flour, all-purpose flour, this is not what it's going to look like. It's going to be white. I need a better light for this. This is like, let's see if we turn on this light. It helps. Maybe this light. Alright, I don't know which switch it is. Yeah, I got it. Does that help at all? Maybe? I don't know. I can't tell. Alright, so this has been on here for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start adding my milk. So the recipe calls for, I think, 1.5 cups of milk. So I'm going to whisk that together. Make sure there aren't any clumps or lumps. Okay, we let that heat up until it gets a little bit thickened. Then I'm going to add my spices and my cheese, and we're going to put this baby together. So I'm going to turn those off, let them settle down. Now we wait for our sauce to be ready. I'm going to drink some coffee while I'm waiting. The recipe calls for shredded Swiss and American cheeses, but all I had in the house were Swiss and American slices. And I didn't feel like going to the store and buying new cheese when I already had a different form of those cheeses in the house. Yeah, beautiful. Toss in black pepper because I put black pepper in pretty much everything. And this stuff, I love this stuff. I've been using it for years. It's Garlic Garni by Garlic Festival. I get it at the Renaissance Festival here in Colorado. They have a tent set up there pretty much every year, I think. Yeah, it's like garlic powder and, well, let's see, salt, spices, and parsley. I don't know what these spices are. I'm sure they're secret recipe. You know what? That's going to have to be good because I need to take my shower or I'm going to be late. So, take that. Just kind of flop that in. Whisk it up until it melts. And the dog is barking again. She has a tendency to bark at teenagers when they walk by, even though she can't see them. Other people walk by the house, no big deal. Teenagers, man. So I'm just gonna keep stirring that until the cheese is melted. Whoops. I'm gonna grab a clean spoon, taste my sauce. Yep, that's perfect. Alright, so I'm going to pour half of the sauce over the eggs. So half the bacon. And there's onions. Okay. They look gross, but they taste delicious. Need to put on the rest of the eggs. Alright, and pour the rest up. Wait, put that egg back down. Yeah, okay, rest of the sauce. And the bacon. A couple more onions. Just a little. And then I'm going to top this with some extra cheddar cheese. I'm going to toss this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes while I'm in the shower. I'll get it out and we'll be good. And look at that beautiful, beautiful dish. Ooh. Let that cool slightly. I'm going to get my little casserole carrier case. So I'm going to put a towel in the bottom of my carrying case. Grab a pot holder or two because I don't want to, you know, directly touch something with my skin that just came out of the oven. Put that in there. And that, my friends, is scalloped eggs.